银行震撼来袭，现场多名大咖云集，携手共同砥砺前行。
Good evening, friends from all around the world. I am Amina Gurib Fakim, the 6th President of the Republic of Mauritius.
大家好，我是韩福林。
大家好，我是温鹏春。
大家好，我是王福仲。
大家好，我是陈亮。
来自全国各地的朋友们，大家好，我是中国财政学会政府与社会资本专委会副主任委员，原人民银行副局安启雷。
来自全国各地的朋友们，大家好，我是中国人民银行原参事李德。
各位朋友，大家好，我是孟岩。
来自全国各地的朋友们，大家好，我是黄连金。
来自全国各地的朋友们，大家好，我是王学松。
再次我祝贺 GIB 环球投资数字银行取得了优异成绩，
同时祝贺 GIB 环球投资数字银行在发展期间取得优异成绩。
我祝贺 GIB 环球投资数字银行所取得的最新进展。
I would like to congratulate what the GIB has achieved during the soft launch and the tight collaboration with the Swiss International Holding Trust on interbank lending market.
同时也要祝贺 GIB 环球投资数字银行与瑞士国际信托银行建立同业拆借等相关的紧密合作。
祝贺 GUSDT 已达到 0.2 以上的高度，取得了巨大的成功。
祝贺 GUSDT 成功上线，并且达到了 0.2 的新高度。
祝贺 GIB 全球独家首创的 LP5A 系统和 AI 智能搬砖系统取得的巨大收益。
祝贺 GIB 独家开发的 LPA 系统和 AI 智能搬砖系统取得了60%以上的月回报。
I believe it is an inevitable trend that secure digital payment will accelerate to change the face of global commerce.
让我们拥抱一个全新化的数字化时代的到来吧。
那么同时呢，也祝 GRB 环球投资数字的银行和 AFF 科技多元集团越办越好。
祝愿 GIB 环球投资数字银行 AFF 科技多元金融集团发展越来越好。
祝愿 GIB 环球投资数字银行 AFF 科技多元金融集团发展越来越好。
I'm looking forward to seeing more exciting news coming from the GIB Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust and the AFF Multi-Finance Group. I wish you all the very best during today's launch event.
2020年8月22日至8月23日 ，GIB 环球投资数字银行全球启动线上峰会正式召开，多位明星的有力支持，共同谱写美好新篇章。
Hello， 大家好，我是樊少皇。
大家好，我是香港演员罗家英。
Hello， 大家好，我是中央电视台星光大道冠军阿旺。
你们的好朋友孙兴。
大家好，我是演员吴启华。
Hello， 大家好，我是星光大道冠军歌手刘敏。
Hello， 大家好，我是歌手云晨晨。
Hello， 大家好，我是演员三毛。
Hello， 大家好，我是歌手李小杰。
Hello， 大家好，我是歌手黑龙。
大家好，我是《西游记》沙僧扮演者刘大刚。
Hello， 大家好，我是周浩东。
Hello， 大家好，我是歌手王若曦。
Hello， 大家好，我是歌手黄勇。
嗨，朋友们，大家好，我是陈涵白。
我在这儿预祝 GIB 环球投资数字银行和 AFF 科技多元金融集团全球启动线上峰会圆满成功，越来越好。
祝贺
GIB 全球独家首创 LP5A 系统和 R 智能搬砖系统，月获利突破60%，回酬，取得巨大的收益。也祝愿本次 GIB 线上峰会取得圆满成功。
祝贺 GUSDT 已达到0.2以上的高度了，取得巨大的成功。在此呢，预祝 GIB 环球投资数字银行全球启动线上峰会取得圆满成功。
在此祝贺 GIB 环球投资数字银行取得优异成绩， GUSDT 达到0.2以上高度，取得巨大成功。预祝 GIB 环球投资数字银行全球启动线上峰会圆满成功。
请大家多多关注 GIB 环球投资数字银行的发展，也请大家多多关注 AFF 科技多元金融集团，未来生活更加精彩。
祝福 GIB 环球投资数字银行的拳头产品必将成为下一代数字支付的新未来。
在这里祝福 GIB 全球投资数字银行取得优异的成绩，在这里也预祝 GIB 全球投资数字银行线上峰会取得圆满成功。2020年加油。
GUSDT 作为 GIB 环球投资数字银行的拳头产品，必将成为下一代数字支付的新未来。
在此祝贺 GIB 环球投资数字银行取得优异成绩，预祝 GIB 环球投资数字银行全球启动线上峰会取得圆满成功。
在这里祝贺 GIB 环球投资数字银行 MT5 级 AI 交易系统月获利突破60%，取得了巨大的收益。同时也祝福本次 GIB 线上峰会取得圆满成功。
在这里要祝贺 GIB 环球投资数字银行全球启动线上峰会能够取得圆满成功。
请关注 GIB 环球投资数字银行的发展，请关注 AFF 科技多元金融集团，未来生活更精彩。
在这里祝 GIB 环球投资数字银行取得优异成绩，也祝 GIB 环球投资数字银行全球启动线上峰会取得圆满成功。
请关注 GIB 环球投资数字银行的发展，请关注 AFF 科技多元金融集团，未来生活更精彩。
在这里我祝贺 GIB 全球独家首创 LP5A 系统和 AI 智能搬砖系统月获利获得了巨大的收益。GUSDT 作为 GIB 环球投资数字银行的拳头产品，我在这里也预祝越办越成功。
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, 各位先生们、女士们，大家晚上好。
Welcome to the grand launch of GIB Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust.
在此欢迎大家来到环球投资数字银行的盛大启动大会。
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen, it's really my honor to be your MC for this lovely event. My name is Kaylee.
我叫 Justin， 非常荣幸能够成为你们今晚盛典的主持人。
And before we begin, on behalf of GIB, we would also like to say a big thank you to our viewers here. Thank you so much for joining us in this historical moment.
在此，我们也想借这个机会，代表 GIB 的环球投资数字银行，非常欢迎、非常感谢大家的到来，一起来见证、一起来庆祝这个盛大的历史性一刻。
And definitely, before we commence with this wonderful and electrifying night, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you and acknowledge our board members for their wonderful contribution in this success of event.
在我们开始之前，我想借此机会，对我们每一位对这一个盛大的盛典呢做出贡献的董事们说声非常感谢。
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Justin, shall we begin?
Why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome. We have Chief Investment Officer, Mr. Stephen Kong.
首先，我们邀请首席投资官斯蒂芬孔先生。
our founder and chairman of GIB, Dr. Ian Gray.
我们 GIB 的创始人兼董事长艾恩格雷博士，
Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Benedict Cote.
首席执行官本尼迪克特科特先生，
Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Mr. David Cameron.
销售和营销副总裁大卫卡梅伦先生，
Marketing Director, Mr. Mark Wang.
市场总监马克王先生，
Senior Vice President, Dr. David Evans.
高级副总裁大卫艾文斯博士。
From our parent company of GIB, AFF Multi-Finance Group Chairman, Mr. John Joseph Foley.
来自我们 GIB 的母公司 AFF 科技多元金融集团董事长约翰·约瑟夫·佛利先生。
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for every one of you as we are about to begin with the grand launch of Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust.
最后，我想请先生们、女士们，在我们开始环球投资数字银行的盛大启动之际，我们一起来给予热烈的掌声。
Technology has brought us all closer together, allowing us to be here physically and virtually from across the world.
是的 ，Kelly， 科技使我们之间的距离更加紧密，也使我们能够从世界各地以实际还有线上的形式出席今天的活动。
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, prepare to have your mind blown away because we have so many exciting items on our agenda just for you.
就在今晚，我们为您精心安排了许多让人振奋的活动。
I still remember a month ago, on the 18th of July, we had a soft launch of the Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust. And since then, we have grown immensely. But just before we give you an update of what we have in store for the future of GIB, let us all look at the highlights from the soft launch of GIB.
是的，就在1个月前的7月18日，我们成功推荐了环球投资数字银行。从那时候起，我们的发展迅速。 但是在我们为您提供 GIB 未来的最新的消息之前，好让我们看看 GIB 的推荐里中的一些亮点。
Let's have a look at the video.
加密理财，链创未来。GIB 数字银行勾勒未来银行的无限可能。GIB 自7月19号的内排期启动后，业界暴捷，横扫千军。GIB 再接再厉。 全球启动线上峰会，8月22日至23正式引爆，为所有会员带来一张引领未来的致富先机门票。这将是一场思维的碰撞，精英的聚会，财富的盛宴，未来的对话。8月22日至23 GIB 全球启动线上峰会，我们不见不散。
Welcome to the soft launch of Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust, GIB.
We are a modern financial investment group that has several industrial operations,
trading and e-commerce, bundling the secured electronic ledgers on the blockchain.
GIB 环球投资数字银行自贡8在
We at GIB stand for innovation, shaping the future of digital banking.
At the time to make the leap from cash to cashless is now.
This journey will be a realization of our dreams and our ultimate mission.
Fascinating event we have there on the 18th of July, but we believe that tonight will be even better and more amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are all well aware of the travel restrictions still in place, tonight we will feature a number of virtual appearances just like our first speech by the AFF Multi-Finance Group Chairman, Mr. John Joseph Foley, who unfortunately is unable to join us physically.
由于旅行限制的存在，今天晚上很多嘉宾都以线上的形式出席这次的盛会。就如我们第一位出场的贵宾 ，AFF 科技多元金融集团主席约翰·约瑟夫·佛利先生， 很遗憾的，本人今晚无法亲自加入我们，所以只能以视频的方式出场。
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Honorable AFF Multi-Finance Group's Chairman, Mr. John Joseph Foley.
话不多说，先生们、女士们，请给 AFF 科技多元金融集团主席约翰·岳斯夫·佛利先生一个热烈的掌声。
Good day to all fellow members and investors. Hello, I am John Joseph Foley, the Chairman of AFF Multi-Finance Group. At the outset, I would like to express my admiration and gratitude towards GIB's hard-working team for their fascinating accomplishments. It is amazing how much they've achieved in the past few months, turning the tide of global economic downturn. Let me take this opportunity to share these outstanding achievements with you one by one. First and foremost, as I stand in front of you today, I am excited to share breaking news with you. Last time, when I spoke to you, even though we were in the final stages of the acquisition, as a result of due diligence and non-disclosure restrictions, I couldn't share this wonderful news with you. I am very proud to announce that we have completed the acquisition of Capital Investment Bank with a full regulatory license. This license propels GIB rocket into the orbit of financial services galaxy where no other digital bank has reached before, especially during the COVID-19 semi-lockdown period. There will be a formal MOA signing soon with the chairman of CIBL in Labuan Island, the Mid-Shore Financial Services Authority of Malaysia. I am looking forward to meeting you all at the signing ceremony. While many fintech companies are struggling to even get off the ground during the challenging period, this milestone defies the law of gravity and demonstrates the strength and capabilities of the AFF Group. Another thrilling highlight of AFF Group's around-the-clock hard work is the recent joint venture with reputable developers across the globe who are developing different grandeur GIB towers in several countries built for residential and commercial use. We plan to manage, operate and commercialise these properties using our global utility smart digital token, GUSDT, for our members. Based on the forecast, members can expect a targeted yield of 8% on the annual rental return over the first 6 years. GIB members will be able to use their digital wallet balance towards the purchase of these units, making it even more beneficial. Another important news is that AFF Group has completed its evaluation of proven, reputed and results-orientated private placement programs available around the world, intending to yield high returns to our members in a secured and regulated environment. I am happy to announce that we are currently in the due diligence phase of collaboration with 2 very proven private placement programs from the ANZ and Singapore regions. I will update you as soon as the venture is finalised. Watch this space. It's always a great pleasure to share these exciting updates with you all, and I can't wait to have the opportunity to meet you all face to face at our next event when the skies open again. Until then, thanks for your trust, your belief and your support to our AFF and GIB teams. Always remember, what makes us unique at GIB is the way we do things to make the impossible happen through our hard work, effort, diligence, and family spirit. Thank you all. Let the fortune smile upon you.
Thank you so much, Mr. John Joseph Foley. Your remarks on the new project, GIB, is very thought-provoking and transformational in this age of digital banking and tokenization of digital assets.
非常感谢约翰岳师夫佛利先生，您对 GIB 在这个数字银行和数字资产代币化的时代的新项目的评论还有意见是非常引人深思，并具革命性的突破。
One of the many achievements GIB, Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust, has been able to attain in the past months was the Memorandum of Agreement signing with the Swiss International Holding Trust on the 11th of August 2020.
其中，于2020年8月11日与瑞士国际控股信托基金签署的协议备忘录，是环球投资数字银行在过去1个月取得众多成就之一。
This joint venture is targeted at members of FINMA Switzerland who are in this overnight interbank lending. Most timely for us, the placements of $100 million has been well accepted and documented with the board of directors and senior management team of Swiss International Holding Trust AG in Zurich.
这家合资企业的目标客户是 FINMA Switzerland 成员，他们将通过这种隔夜银行间贷款。 对我们而言，最及时的是，位于苏黎世的瑞士国际控股信托股份公司的董事会和高级管理团队已经广泛接受并记录了1亿美元的配售。
Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite you to witness this significant milestone of achievement for GIB.
先生们、女士们，我现在诚邀你们一起来见证 GIB 重要的时刻，也是我们的里程碑。
Here we present to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall witness the Memorandum of Agreement signing between Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust and Swiss International Holding Trust AG by Mr. David Cameron, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing of Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust, and Mr. Nick Bartom-Grimley, the CFO of Swiss International Holding Trust AG. In the view of the global COVID-19 pandemic, GIB and Swiss International Holding Trust have agreed to hold this teleconference signing ceremony where the agreement will be signed simultaneously in 2 locations, Sydney, Australia and Zurich, Switzerland. We'll also acknowledge the presence of our official Dr. David from Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust as the witness of this MOA signing. We now request the distinguished Mr. David Cameron to give his remarks for this occasion.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us for this teleconference signing ceremony between Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust and Swiss International Holding Trust AG. I wish we could have held this under more favourable circumstances, but as the old saying goes, there is no better time than the present. Your presence has shown our commitment to work together for the benefit of both organisations and our customers regardless. This agreement today to be signed appoints the Swiss International Holding Trust as the marketer and broker overseeing the cash flow for our customers in all of Europe and the Middle East interested in interbank lending programs with interest rates from as little as 0.5 to 1.5%, which sole purpose is to generate profits of up to hundreds of millions for our customers and their investment using overnight index swap interest rate, where the periodic floating payment is generally based on a return calculated from a daily compound interest investment. This is a less risky interest rate because there is a limited counterparty risk. We have chosen Swiss International Holding Trust AG because they are a credible, significant trust at the forefront of their industry for the past 30 years, where we at GIB congratulate both parties for reaching agreements on all the elements essential to forge a successful memorandum of agreement signing for accomplishing our goals globally. We have followed the Swiss International Holding Trust AG's achievements closely, many including creating and delivering bespoke solutions to international corporations, institutional investors for private funds and both private equity and corporate organisations additionally. Another prominent example is managing organisations with complex structures in multiple jurisdictions. We thank the Swiss International Holding Trust AG for all their hard work, and we at GIB are happy to go into this project and present a $100 million bank draft to facilitate interbank lending programs for all of our European and Middle Eastern countries. We believe this is the beginning of a glorious relationship between both parties, and we're very excited about it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. David Cameron. May we have the CFO, Swiss International Holding Trust AG, Mr. Nick Barton, to deliver his remarks.
Thank you for that gracious speech, Mr. David Cameron. We are indeed glad to join you here. This is definitely my first teleconference signing ceremony, and we are grateful that despite the challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, we are still able to have this agreement and begin this new project together. During your speech, you referred to other funds, management we have conducted for other corporations, which will be similar to what we will be in charge of. We also thank you and your team for the generous $100 million to be distributed in this interbank lending program for our customers here in the European Union and the Middle East financial centers. To this effect, we are ready to begin this project. And with our track record, we believe this collaboration will yield a huge success. We hope we will have your support during the course of this project in time that we need. With that being said, we are happy to work with you. Thank you very much.
We are pleased to hear this.
The Memorandum of Agreement signing will therefore begin. We now request Mr. Nick Barton and Mr. David Cameron to sign the MOA, which indicates the commencement of the project for Swiss International Holding Trust AG to be the marketer and broker of global investment bank and capital trust cash flow for its customers in Europe and Middle East finance centers. We shall now proceed with a photo session to commemorate the ceremony. Mr. Nick Barton and Mr. David Cameron holding the signed agreement up. Following the ceremony, Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust will coordinate with the Swiss International Holding Trust AG on the exchange of the signed agreement for the other party to sign. Both parties will have the respective copies with the signature of both CFO of Swiss International Holding Trust AG and Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust. Prior to this teleconference ceremony, a bank draft was made to Swiss International Holding Trust AG in the sum of $100 million. May we have a photo session with the checks? This brings the ceremony to a close. Best wishes and appreciation to everyone who joined us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nicholas Barton Grimley, the CFO of Swiss International Trust AG, for all your hard work over the past few months.
非常感谢您，瑞士国际信托公司的首席财务官尼古拉斯·巴顿·格里姆利先生在过去几个月中的努力。
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to welcome on stage the ever-energetic Vice President for Sales and Marketing, who has been working round the clock last few weeks. Ladies and gents, here I present you, Mr. David Cameron.
让我们来掌声欢迎非常充满活力的销售和营销副总裁。他在过去几周全天候工作，完全没有休息。掌声欢迎大卫·卡梅伦先生。
Let's welcome Mr. David Cameron.
Thank you. Hello, distinguished members of GIB.
各位尊敬的会员们，你们晚上好。
I am Mr. David Cameron, the Vice President for Sales and Marketing of Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust. I'd like to say thank you all for coming out tonight, and also to all of you at home joining us virtually. Thank you also.
我是环球投资数字银行的销售和营销副总裁大卫·卡梅伦。谢谢大家今晚的到来，也感谢所有在线上的形式参与我们今晚活动的会员们。
It is with absolute joy that I announce to you that we have successfully taken complete ownership of the Capital Investment Bank, making us fully licensed to operate freely globally.
我非常高兴地向你们宣布，我们已经成功拥有资本投资银行的全部所有权，从而使我们获得了在全球范围内自由经营的许可证。
And with pleasure, we also give you amazing news that our official GIB towers are currently in their developmental stage.
我们也很高兴为您提供令人惊讶的消息，即我们的官方 GIB 塔目前已经处于开发阶段。
We are building numerous state-of-the-art commercial and residential towers all over the globe.
我们正在全球范围内建造许多先进的商业和住宅塔楼。
This investment will help our members become property owners and yield amazing returns for Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust.
这项投资将帮助我们的会员们成为业主，并为环球投资银行和资本信托带来惊人的回报。
We at Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust are constantly coming up with innovative ways to serve our members better.
我们环球投资数字银行不断提供创新的方式，以更好的将会为会员服务。
Thank you very much.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. David Cameron. Shall we give a big round of applause to David Cameron, please?
在这掌声谢谢大卫·卡梅伦为我们的支持。
Thank you so much for updating us on all the exciting joint ventures we have in GIB. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we see that the Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust team work vigorously to ensure our stakeholders and members' resources are well utilized.
那我们对这一次可以看得到，环球投资数字银行的团队正在积极的努力，确保利益相关者和成员的资源得到充分的利用。
Another proof of this is the video we are about to present to you. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all check out GIB's latest joint venture.
另一个证明，我们即将通过这一段视频显示 GIB 的最新合资企业之一。
Let's have a look.
在马来西亚吉隆坡市中心，数字银行革命已经开始。随着环球投资银行和资本信托与 BTBina 集团的合作，数字银行已为所有人所用。拥有超过100年的融资和深为快速发展的数字银行解决方案提供商展的经验，我们在美国、澳大利亚、加拿大、英国、瑞士、老挝、马来西亚、泰国、中国和韩国等20个国家设有办事处。世界已经进入了互联网时代，而且它的变化比以往更快。GIB 环球投资数字银行是我们这个时代创新的产物。BTBina 集团物业发展是世界一流的开发商，距离 KL Gateway 一站火车车程，距离 KLCC 和 KL Central 分别只有7站和3站火车车程，距离 Mid Valley仅2公里。BTBina 集团已在中国和东南亚提供创新和高质量的项目而感到自豪。GIB 与 BTBina 集团之间的合作关系，使环球投资银行和资本信托成为第一个允许其客户使用数字货币做更多的事情，包括房地产购买和房地产融资。作为初始房地产融资 ，GIB 已拨款2100万美元，为其成员提供房地产融资。随着向数字化和令牌化的过渡 ，GIB 环球投资数字银行是该项目的融资方之一。它使用稳定货币 GUSDT， 一种稳定的货币，作为与我们任何服务进行交互的初始货币。其持有人将可以自由购买公司未来提供的任何服务和产品，包括购买 GIB 和 BTBina 提供的豪华公寓。这项突破性的技术是对未来的一瞥。现在 GIB 的客户无论身在何处，都可以拥有房屋。GIB 灵活的支付选项，可确保每位客户现在和未来的需求得到满足。这是最好的数字转换，您的现金将转换为代币，并且不会像常规货币一样减少。GIB 为您提供高信任度、高科技、高触感。在 GIB， 我们的会员是我们的首要任务，因此我们保证每次购买都可以无缝付款。GIB 与 BTBina 集团的合作，保证以别出心裁的精神助力行业开拓进取，走向未来。立即加入全球投资银行和资本信托，并参与银行业和数字资产代币化的数字化转型。您的环球数字银行。
Ladies and gentlemen, again a big round of applause to GIB, Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust. These are really amazing news that we would like to receive as an investor.
各位来宾，我们再次掌声给我们的 GIB 环球投资数字银行这么伟大的成就。
Exactly. And carry on with our virtual speech and presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present you Mr. Mark Wang, the Marketing Director of the Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust. He will be giving us some remarks via a pre-recorded video. And of course, after that, ladies and gentlemen, we will also be hearing from our acclaimed Chief Investment Officer, Mr. Stephen Kong.
我们接下来将邀请环球投资银行与资本信托市场总监马克王先生来继续以视频的方式进行演讲。他将通过预录的视频向我们发表演讲。那在那之后的不久，我们将邀请备受赞誉的首席投资官 Stephen Kong 先生继续今晚的活动。
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us all put our hands together and welcome Mr. Mark and Mr. Stephen.
先生们、女士们，让我们把掌声献给马克王先生和 Stephen 先生。
尊敬的用户们，各位会员们，我是 GIB 环球投资数字银行的市场总监马克王，很高兴今天可以以视频的方式与大家见面。那么在此，我也非常高兴，将要向各位我们所有尊贵的 GIB 环球投资数字银行会员们宣布一个好消息。由于 GIB 环球投资数字银行不懈努力所做出的多项辉煌成就， GIB 环球投资数字银行将与 CIBL 纳米国际资本投资银行正式达成深度的合作。这也是本次 GIB 环球投资数字银行与 CIBL 纳米国际资本投资银行签署协议的重点。我们将获得 CIBL 纳米资本投资银行100%所有权，并进行资本重组。这也将奠定 GIB 环球数字银行在全球的发展地位。同时，这势必也使 GIB 环球投资数字银行在世界金融的发展历史上留下辉煌的印记。从提出到行动中间需要付出非常多的汗水，当然也少不了各位尊敬的会员们你们的支持。在不久的将来， GUSDT 巨大币也将实现全球化数字支付数字流通，所有交易、消费、流通都可以使用我们的数字货币 GUSDT 巨大币进行实现。这将真正打破币种与币种之间的壁垒，实现真正的数字金融王国时代。而我们将会以持有通向这个王国的金钥匙而骄傲的。那么今天由于时间关系，关于 GIB 环球投资数字银行 与 CIBL 纳敏国际资本投资银行的相关合作细节信息无法与大家做更多的分享，但是请不要心急，有关更多的详细信息，我们的 AFF 科技多元金融集团主席将在接下来的几天内广播与您分享更多的信息。同时，有关 GUSDT 巨大币的更多详细信息，我们的白皮书负责人将亲自到访各个主要城市，与您分享更多信息和细节。在中国，有句话叫做“用匠心，做匠人，现匠心”。虽然目前我们前进的步伐，每一步看起来都只是一小步，但是从历史发展的长河中看，将会是人类进步的一大步。所以，我愿意投身于这伟大的事业当中。在此，也邀请各位正在收看的你们，与我一起用匠心，见匠心，一起构建美好的数字未来时代，一起建造属于自己的数字金融王国，一起砥砺前进。谢谢。
We wish to take this opportunity to thank all our clients and customers from all over the world who have demonstrated their faith and support for our bank. Additionally, we thank all our collaborators, our associates, our vendors, and our wide spectrum of professional consultants who added immense value to our ambitious plans to be a global market leader in digital banking and banking services. I'm extremely excited to share with you on this auspicious occasion the achievement of an acquisition agreement signing with the CIBLL. The acquisition details will be announced by our group chairman over the next few days. CIBLL is Capital Investment Bank Labuan Limited, a wholly owned subsidiary of FCA Capital Sdn Bhd, which is an offshore investment bank based in Labuan, Malaysia, that provides USD investment banking products and services, including investment banking, asset management, corporate advisory, and financial derivatives solutions. We are now in the era of digitalization. We cannot afford to lag behind in this era of growth and will move forward aggressively to distance ourselves from the competition. It is now or never to sprint ahead in this competitive field. Now, there are many players in our field and many more new players being added every day. What makes us so different? This critical differentiating factor will help us keep our heads high and maintain our position as the market leader. We adopt the latest technologies in our backend, but at the same time keeping the user-friendly experience at all times for our customers. Our customers are the ones who will keep us as number one in our field, so they're the most important component in our formula for success. We stay true to our customer-centric philosophy of under-promise and over-deliver, and respect for every customer. So please keep in mind, we are customers orientated at all times. Now, this means we will continually make significant progress in the technologies with a AAA tagline of anywhere, anytime, and any device that will impact on customers' experience while they use our web-based and mobile apps to navigate our services. We have a young and vibrant team within GIB to ensure we deliver on time and at all times. In terms of investments, I, as the Chief Investment Officer, has carefully reviewed our investment plans to ensure that all our investments have passed the risk assessment and compliances under the various laws and regulations affecting the territories and jurisdiction for which the investments are made or to be made. These investments involve several countries such as China, Australia, Malaysia, Lebanon, and Singapore, to name a few. We will also have a presence in the US stock market as we aim to be in Nasdaq by Q2 2022. This is very challenging, but plans are already in the pipeline. For our main 8 pillars of investments, we will leave it to our chairman of our parent AFF Group Australia to make his timely announcement in the next few days. It will be a very exciting journey which has already begun for our group. We acknowledge the strong support demonstrated by our customers during the past year and all well wishes, while of course not forgetting our bank's management team and our dedicated staff who made much personal sacrifices during our formative and development period. We thank you very much indeed and look forward to great success for our bank, its customers and stakeholders. Thank you very much.
And you know what, Justin? For me, I think that it's like, wow, there's a lot of accomplishments in just a few weeks' time since our soft launch, which was like weeks ago. And I think right here, everyone should give a big round of applause to GIB. Thank you so much, GIB. Thank you so much for what you have achieved here. Good job.
再次感谢马克和斯蒂文先生为我们的支持。是的 ，Kelly， 这一个真的是让人振奋的消息，可以说是惊喜连连。因为 GIB 自从他们的推荐以后，在短短的几个星期的时间，就可以获得了这么多的成就。我觉得 GIB 是值得更加热烈的掌声。
And of course, right here, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very insightful night. And we want you to put your hands together for yourself. You all have been an awesome audience.
各位来宾，这是一个非常有意义的晚上，因为我们今晚充满了非常多利好的消息。而且你们每一位都是非常棒的观众，所以我觉得你们值得给自己来个更加热烈的掌声鼓励鼓励。
Exactly. Global Investment Bank and Capital Trust have accomplished so very much in just a little time, and we know there's a lot more we will achieve.
环球投资数字银行在短短的时间内取得了大大的成就，而且我们也相信，在未来我们即将可以向更多的目标前进。
Tonight, we have only witnessed the first part of this grand launch, and tomorrow we will continue with the many more exciting updates and guest appearance.
今晚我们只是看到了此次的盛典的一小部分，明天晚上我们将继续以更多让人兴奋的消息跟你们分享，而且还有更盛大的嘉宾将会一起出席。
I promise you, and I bet that you will not want to miss what we have tomorrow.
我敢向你保证，你一定不会想错过。
And I look forward to meet every one of you tomorrow, same time, same location.
我也非常期待明天同样的时间、同样的地点与您相见。
Right here once again, ladies and gentlemen, wishing all of you, including senior management, sales leaders, and audience, a safe trip home.
在此，也借着这个机会，祝各位高管、领导以及嘉宾们晚上好。
Stay safe, stay healthy. Good night.
晚安。